Well, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we're back here at the Orient Training Ground, and you know what we're here for. It's time for the O Show. Well, guys, it's been a long and hard week with two very tough away games, but we're back here with the O Show to give you a little bit of respite. Now, the O's player sponsors are invited down to the training ground to meet them. Let's see how they enjoyed their day.
I think it's great because first and foremost, from the lads' perspective, you know, they know that people sponsor them, they know that there's people behind them, and they hear the names and that sort of thing. But to be able to see people in the flesh and connect with them straight away is huge for them. And then I think from the flip side of that, for the additional benefits that people get for sponsoring a player, I'm sure whether it's a business or whether it's just a personal interest, to come together with those players and actually meet them face to face, interact with them, autographs, pictures, all those sorts of things, I think adds an extra little edge.
Yeah, it's massive, you know, it's a family club, isn't it? And it's great that they get access to see us training literally a day before a game. So yeah, it's brilliant for them, and it's good to us to see who our sponsors are.
It is our club. I think from a community perspective, we have a great standing in the area and the areas that we work in. But at the same time, to open up the doors and allow people to come into an environment like this, which is, you know, has to be a protected environment from our perspective as coaches and players. But at the same time, to be able to open the doors and allow people to come in, it shows that extra little bit of mileage that the club will go to in terms of connecting with people around the area.
Well, what a fantastic day that was for the O's player sponsors. And don't forget, there are still a few packages left if you'd be interested in sponsoring any of the O's. And also, I've heard that Carl Fletcher's still up for grabs if you fancy it. Now, he hasn't played at all this season. There's certain Jamie Turley waiting for us in the boot room. Let's go and see how he's getting on. Right, so here we are now with Jamie Turley. Jamie, thank you very much for joining me today, mate. Now, I'm guessing it probably hasn't been one of your favourite seasons so far. Coming back from injury through pre-season, you were named in the bench on Tuesday at Plymouth. It must be good to finally kind of be back and involved with the squad.
Yes, it's been it's been slow for me. Coming back, thinking it just needed rest over the summer, when clearly it needed a bit more, you know. So, but yeah, no, it's good to be back and yeah, in contention now. I think the plan was always to get through. After Plymouth was always going to be the case, but I've been responding well to training, and it's just sharpening up a bit now, you know.
Yeah. So you said there it was just about, you thought it would just be rest over the summer. What was it? What went on for you in them first stage of the season?
So yeah, we had I had an injection 3 days before the Wembley FA Trophy final, and the fact that it was the fact that it was Wembley, of course, Justin was brilliant. He's just like, right, you can, if you're saying you're fit, you can play. Yeah. I clearly wasn't fit, but it's Wembley. Got through 45 minutes, and we thought from the previous scans it would just have to be rested, come back, and that's it. Come back to pre-season, done a few runs. I was like, it's still sore, you know, and so I dropped out of training, had a strengthening program. Still wasn't really responding too well, but obviously building up strength, and went for another scan. It just showed that there was a slight tear in the adductor, so went for the same operation as Joby, got that done, and now like I said, I'm back pain-free, which is brilliant, which I haven't been for a long time, you know.
And I'll take it back. And obviously, it's been quite it's been a tough period, undeniably, with everything that did happen over the summer. How tough have you found it with the start in the new league, and obviously everything that did happen, and couple that with the injury? It must have been pretty tough at times.
Yeah, it really was. It was tough. It was, and like I said, injury is lonely at times, but it's sort of where I was getting to a level and it wasn't quite right. I was like, I want to be there for the boys, but then it went 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. I was like, right, the only way I can really help the boys would be being back out on the pitch and playing, you know. So went a bit more selfish to think, right, what have I got to do to get right and fitting up to match speed, and like I said, we've done that now, and it's just a case of, well, available whenever, but I'm sure, no doubt, the next reserve game I'll be definitely involved with anyway.
Well, that's the thing, so obviously you're back involved now, and with Carl Fletcher joining him last week. it must feel like a good time now to be getting back into it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, brilliant time. And if there is a good time when you come back from injury, so yeah. And like you said, it's another. Hopefully, when I'm fit, another headache for him to pick and choose. If we're winning, brilliant. But when the time comes, I want to try and get that shirt back.
Right. So obviously, and it will be good to get back in front of the home fans at the Bray Group Stadium. It's been 2 tough away trips and pretty opposite as well, a 4-0 win and a 4-0 loss. But it will be good to kind of get back on home turf and try and keep what's been a good run of form going.
Yeah, definitely that. It's the fans will be definitely our 12th man for sure. They have been all season, but at home they do give us a bit more of a lift. Yeah, we should be all right. We've done all the prep work about Carlisle, so it's. I played against them last year as well. Know what some of their strengths because they haven't changed massively. But yeah, no, it'll be a good game.
Well, Jamie, I hope to see you out on the pitch soon. Thank you for joining me today, mate. And best luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Big thanks to Jamie Turley for sitting down with me there. Looking forward to seeing him out on the pitch soon, hopefully. And also thanks to you guys at home for watching and to the player sponsors for coming down today. Now, we'll see you tomorrow at the Bray Group Stadium when we take on Carlisle. Up the O's!